it just literally, it gave me everything I needed and everything I wanted. And I want to express that. I hope my energy can. I'm going to tell you details, but I have been a person that has searched. I went to Eckhart Tolle's retreat in 2019. I've spent the last 3 years on the spiritual journey, listening to everything Eckhart Tolle, Abraham Hicks, Marianne Williamson, Deepak Chopra, all the incredible spiritual teachings, Rumi, Buddhism. I know I'm just sort of throwing out words here, but for those of you in this community, you understand. I have been a girl on a quest. I had a bad relationship, but let me change that. One of the things I've learned through Lisa is to change the way we think. I had a blessed relationship because it led me to my spiritual growth, which, has been incubating over the last 3 years. And I am hungry for growth. Like, I have committed. I have had random enough jobs to support myself, but my main focus the last 3 years has been, what is my state of presence? I'm very present with you right now. What is my state of consciousness? How can I heal past wounds? Let's do the shadow work. Let's have the dark nights of the soul. I've had a tribe that's formed where we share articles and teachings, and I finally saved up enough money to be able to go to Eckhart's in-person retreat in upstate New York at Omega Institute. I only tell you all this because the background helps to show you how incredibly positive and insanely amazing this Costa Rica retreat was, because what I got there in that 1 week gave me so much more than my 3 years of study. I'm so grateful for everything I've learned. I'm sure it's what opened me up to be able to receive everything I got in Costa Rica. But my main point is having that 5 to 6 days, very focused. You're in this gorgeous spiritual place at this Costa Rica retreat. You're surrounded by wellness practitioners and people who want the same thing. And with Lisa's Costa Rica program, how it works is you wake up your first meditation is at 7 in the morning. Now, I know you think you're not going to want to do that, but let me tell you, when you're waking up to the gorgeous Costa Rican sunrise and it's rising over the hills, because at Pura Vida, they have these huge floor-to-ceiling windows. So you're waking up with the sun, and it became one of the most beautiful experiences. I now keep my windows open when I sleep so I can wake up with that energy. So you wake up around 6:30. At 7, you have a meditation with the group, and then you go into your first yoga practice. Now, let me tell you, I did not do yoga before going to this. And my spiritual parents, who urged me to go to this, they told me, they were like, well, you're going to do yoga 2 times a day for an hour and a half each. And I was 30 at the time. I'm 31 now. And I was like, you know what? Even though yoga has never been my thing, like for me, I couldn't quiet my mind. I didn't think I was flexible. I liked things like Zumba or swimming. Like, I have my own fitness and I'll meditate, but I did not like yoga. But I just knew I was supposed to go to this. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to be able to do it. I'm going to get on board. So you go in the morning, you have your meditation, you do your first yoga. Let me tell you, people, you feel so amazing after that first yoga. There is no yoga teacher like Lisa Goodwin. Now, I'm praying that there are other incredible yoga practitioners, because I need to find people that can help me with this, since I don't live in Lisa's area, so I can't go to her in-person yoga class, even though I do her online yoga. But there is something about Lisa where it is so safe. It's so secure. She explains it so well. There's so much spiritual practice in her yoga. Like, with everything she does, whether it's telling you to pull your knees into your chest or to go into triangle, she's not only talking about the pose, and her intention is not only to help you, but she explains all the scientific reasons why it's going to help you so much with your body. And then she'll explain why that pose helps you spiritually as well. So whether it's pulling your knees into your chest, which is going to lengthen your spine and help to, I'm paraphrasing, I'm not a yoga teacher, help your digestion with your intestines, but that opens up, for example, your sacral chakra. And she'll bring all of it together so you feel so good doing each pose. And as a super beginner in yoga, I was completely fine. I want to stress that to you too. Totally fine. I did yoga twice a day, every day for a week, and I felt amazing afterwards, and I felt powerful, and I have a yoga practice now. And you can tell I'm just so excited, even though it's been months since I went, because it changed my life. Like, I love having my practice. I love the feeling that yoga gives my body. And Lisa gave that to me. The yoga is amazing. Also, oh my God, you're doing it in these gorgeous rooms overlooking the beautiful Costa Rica mountains. I mean, the setting could not be more picturesque. It was one of those where I would do the yoga, but sometimes I would just have to peek up from a pose and look around and like pinch myself because I was like, how lucky am I here right now? I also want to tell you that I went in with a little judgment at first because like I love Eckhart Tolle, and for me, it was just like kind of Eckhart's way or bust. And I realized through the week that I may have had like a little prejudice against other teachers. So it wasn't like I just dived in and was like perfectly open and accepting of the experience right away. But I think it's good to be open and vulnerable and honest telling you about that too, in case you face it when you go. Just knowing to stick with it, because by the end, like I've already set the intention to go next year. This is my tribe, this is my family. Like, I know I will be going next year, if with all safety things, because if you're watching this, like coronavirus is happening right now, if it's possible. But that's how much I just like, it completely seeped into me and changed me. The location of this retreat is at the most gorgeous resort. There is beautiful nature and wildflowers and tropical trees and pools. There's a jacuzzi and you're eating this amazing home cooked food. So the nature just infuses your spirit. And after a yoga session, you can just walk around and go lay in a hammock. Or for me, like I would just sit and touch a tree. And it just, I think this retreat experience makes everything sink in. That's how I'll describe it. Because I went to Eckhart's retreat in New York. Totally different experience. There were 500 people there. You're learning a lot. But this retreat is very experiential. It's small. And so everything just seeps in. The other incredible thing about this retreat is the healers that are at Pura Vida. I experienced a Watsu water treatment where my new goddess, Aqua, who was my spiritual mother in that treatment. Anywho, Watsu is this beautiful, warm, small pool. Again, they have looking over the mountains. It's the most idyllic setting. And she holds you in her arms and plays singing bowls, and there are essential oils as she guides you through the water. And it's to imitate what it was like to be in the womb. And you just release and let go of all these old traumas. That's just one example. Katya does a body treatment where she does different tapping and puts in different auto suggestions so that you have more oneness with yourself. I have to just thank Rebecca beyond all comparison, because I had what she called almost like a plant medicine like treatment, which I've never done. I've never done plant medicine, but I did a singing bowl session with her, and it was in a group. It wasn't even one of the one-on-ones. This was included. It was just a group thing that Lisa set up, where I sobbed the whole hour. I released so many dark demons in my soul. There was just something about her words, and this was on Thursday, so I had already been doing the yoga twice a day and having multiple nights of life coaching, and y'all, I just opened up. And I remember she talked about unlocking this key to my heart, and I had all these demon comes out, and she taught me how to put my thoughts into my heart and then to just be. And when I put my thoughts into my heart, for me personally, it made me realize, oh my gosh, like thoughts really are just thoughts, and I can just hold them in my heart and experience life. You're going to have your own experience, but what I'm trying to tell you is there is a plethora of incredible spiritual practitioners there, and I obviously didn't even get to work with all of them. I only got to work with a couple because you only have so much time in a week, but I just got exactly what I needed. So I want to say thank you to Lisa and to Dan, who is the organizer for this. It is my family now. I feel close to tears. The main thing I wanted to express in this video is that it changed my life. And I got so much out of the experience. I left with clarity of mind, a yoga practice, feeling great about myself as a woman, so many different new techniques, the ability to rephrase and rethink how my negative thoughts and to turn them into positives, a manifestation practice, And now I've taken other courses by Lisa, and like, it's just like, whoa, I feel like with Lisa's work, I just jump up the levels of consciousness and presence and joy and enlightenment so much faster. I shouldn't compare. I jump up in such great bounds, and I wasn't having that before. And every experience that I have with Lisa, it just fills my soul more and more, and I become more and more of the woman that I am. And I can just look at you now and feel so good about life. I feel so confident about life. So I hope to see you there next year at Lisa Goodwin's Costa Rica retreat. Thank you so much. Namaste. The light in me sees the light in you. Thanks, Lisa, too.